sticking with Kawhi Leonard, I suppose, because this came out 10 minutes ago at the time of recording this via Chris Haynes. Former Clippers trainer Randy Shelton is suing the team for wrongful termination, and most importantly, in terms of what we're talking about here, after claims he was fired after he complained that Kawhi Leonard was being subjected to unsafe and illegal treatment for injuries. That's just a huge sack of worms. And with Kawhi, I just talked about, how he's always dealt with injuries. And if you're giving him improper treatment, that could be a reason why he doesn't, always recover in time, why the timelines are longer for him. And he might just sit out a whole season, right? And that's the thing with Kawhi. It's always been injuries lately. And this news, that's huge, right? And it also, not just to Kawhi Leonard, that's bad news for the Clippers organization as well, because no player, especially one that might be real talented but has dealt with injuries, say a guy like Zion, right? A couple years ago, there were talks the Pelicans were going to trade him. Doesn't look like that now. But, in general, a guy like Zion or just some star who's dealt with injuries especially, but really any star or player in this league, if this is true and the Clippers are using improper, illegal, and unsafe treatment for injuries, who's going to want to play for them, right? You don't want to go under unsafe treatment to try to rehab. So that would be a massive, massive revelation for the LA Clippers and could be really detrimental to the culture of their team and the respect around the league that they get from both players and really organizations, because other organizations can kind of look at that and say, we don't want to work with them. We don't want to trade our players over there because guess what? They're not going to keep them healthy. It's going to be to the detriment of this guy who we've developed a connection with. So that would be majorly detrimental to the LA Clippers if this was to be true. And I think that's just huge news. I hope it's not true. You don't want to see anyone have to go through unsafe treatment according to their franchise just to rehabilitate from injury. But with what we've seen from Kawhi over the last couple of years, would it be majorly shocking if it was true? Maybe not. That's just a huge bombshell. Thank you to Chris Haynes for that one. Just 10 minutes ago at the time of recording this podcast episode.